do oil and water mix? At least the hydrogen from water does. Why make that point, you might ask? According to the History Channel Modern Marvels program, 10% of all gasoline since the 1960s comes from a process known as hydrocracking. In a nutshell, that's taking hydrogen from water to make gasoline. Well, you might ask, what's the big deal? Got plenty of water? Well, it doesn't recombine to become water again, which means we are losing our planet's water supply. Out of each 10-gallon tank gasoline, we lose 1 gallon of water. Times 2 tanks a week, times 200 million cars equals 400 million gallons a week of water, never to return to water again. Well, according to carbon fiber manufacturers, it takes 3,300 degrees Fahrenheit to separate hydrogen from what comes out of our tailpipes. And according to early studies from the University of Illinois, early combustion engine temperatures never get above 500 degrees Fahrenheit. What are you trying to say, you might ask? Well, not only are we putting our lives at risk by turning our water into dust, but the weather has gone nuts due to moisture trying to balance itself back out again. Besides the record weather patterns, the rainfall that stretches from Mexico to Maine, the record hurricane seasons, the record snowfalls, weather patterns stretching from Hawaii through Maine. We have had worldwide droughts. Australia has been in a drought for over 10 years. Sudan has been in a drought for over 10 years. Mount Kilimanjaro's glaciers have melted away. The glaciers in the Northwest Americas and Canada have melted away. The North and South poles have been melting away. The Great Lakes are down more than 10 feet. Lake Lanier in Georgia, Lake Hartwell in South Carolina, Okeechobee, Lake Okeechobee, and the marshlands of Florida, which are drying up. Lake Mead in Nevada is down over 30 feet, exposing Indian villages that haven't been seen since Hoover Dam has been built. The Nile is going to be redirected. The island of Crete has to ship in water. Greece has to ship in water. Spain has to ship in water. All this information can be found online. The BBC has several videos dealing with water crisis. If you type that into their search engine, and if you go to Google Video, you can look up these different lakes, and there are videos that people have taken of these different lakes. MSNBC did a special on Kilimanjaro in Africa. Australia was on BBC with a special with regards to their drought and what it's doing to other crops. South America has had the IMF try and take over their water supply. Maud Barlow gives an excellent speech with regards to water supplies being poisoned around the planet and how much is actually left. Ms. Barlow speaks of very low percentages per each continent of usable water. Inventor of the Internet, Academy Award winner, Nobel Prize winner, almost President Al Gore has changed his tune in these recent years away from CFCs destroying the ozone causing global warming to his new story, a carbon footprint causing global warming. Climatologists easily debunked the carbon footprint explanation. They took his charts that he used for his Emmy Award-winning movie, and instead of keeping them separated from each other, they overlaid them, only to find that carbon footprint followed temperature rise or global warming. In other words, it got warmer and then the carbon increased. Something else not mentioned about the first song or tune that Al Gore used to sing with regards to CFCs was that without the oversight or permission of Congress, the President, or the United States people, he got together with the rest of the world and passed laws which got rid of jurisprudence and the freedom of speech for a small sector of people, those who are certified to handle refrigerants. I am certified to handle refrigerants, and I am not allowed to have any opinion with regards to CFCs and the ozone layer, or I will lose my certification. If I were to turn somebody in for having a leak in their air conditioning system, leaking CFCs to the atmosphere, I could get a reward for turning them in, and that person would have to prove themselves innocent. They would be guilty until proven innocent and be charged up to $1,000 a day in fines until it would be fixed. One more thing, the water levels, according to Gore's movie, are supposed to go up, and quite the contrary. As the videos and images that I have shown, it is going down. The water levels on the planet are not going up, they are going down. I have located a copy of that Modern Marvels show,
which reshaped low-octane molecules into more desirable high-octane configurations. Superior fuel and firepower led the Allies to victory. Another cracking process developed in the 1960s combines 1,000-degree heat, pressure up to 200 times atmosphere, and free-floating hydrogen atoms.
Hydrocracking is a cracking process that's done in the presence of hydrogen. And so whereas other processes will give you a variety of different kinds of molecules, hydrocracking tends to give you just straight carbon chains that will be fully loaded up with the hydrogen.
Straight carbon chains completely surrounded by hydrogen atoms are desirable because they are easy to reshape into high-octane gasoline later on. The light gases which...
In conclusion, I want to say again, water is being recombined with our gasoline, and what comes out of our tailpipe can never be turned into water again. That global warming is just one of the symptoms. There is a lot of crazy weather, cold as well as warm, that is caused by us losing our water supply. Moisture is trying to balance itself out again, and that is what is causing these problems. The song, Dust in the Wind, is it prophetic?